students, and welcome to my tutorial. Our today's tutorial is to prepare a beautiful diamond wall art design and the mandala design on our canvas. So for these two practicals you would need two canvases, both of same size or different size, your wish, but I have chosen both same size of 35 by 40 centimeter. Besides the two canvas, you would require paint brushes of different sizes, beautiful colorful shades of acrylic paints, and plus you would need a palette so that you can change colors and make different shades. To fill in the colors, but before filling the colors you need to prepare a shape. So for the shape you would require a tape which is like this size and a smaller tape. These two tapes I have used only to make for the diamond shape, but for the mandala I have already found a stencil which is easily available at any stationery shops or bookshop where you get this beautiful mandala design, and I just stick it up in the middle over here and get my design. To fill in the colors, after you have made your shade on the palette, you would need a sponge. We are using a normal cooking sponge because it will be very easily able for you to fit in the colors like that. And in this case, for this stencil you need to stick it with the tape behind so that it doesn't move and you can easily fit in the colors. Here, since the tape is already there to give you a diamond design, after the paints have been filled in and it has dried, you can just simply peel off the paint and you are left with the beautiful diamond wall art designs on your canvases. So let us come forward and see how to do this practical. Dear students, let us see how to prepare this tutorial of making this beautiful diamond wall art. First you need to do is take this big mask tape, okay? You can use a masking tape or another one. What I am doing is, I'm lining it straight in here from one corner, sticking it there, going towards the end, and then sticking another part there. This makes my first straight line. Using the help of a scissor, cutting the part. This is your top of your diamond. Now, you need the base, but before the base, the sides. So I'm taking again this much size and then pushing it over here like this. Again the help of my scissor and then stick. I'll stick that later because I need to adjust it a little bit. Similarly, the same thing here and on this side. Again use the help of your scissor. Sometimes difficult to manage, but no problem. Very interesting practical, you would enjoy. Now I'm sticking it the one behind it and this one here. Similarly, this here and this one here. Make sure I have my this prepared this side. Once we are done with this, now it is the time for the base. The base would look something as such. Now take your tape and then I will be taking, we don't have to cover this area completely, the edges of the base. So it is going to be something like that. Either you can come this way and bring it like that, or I'm going to choose this way. And then cut the axis. Sorry, because the scissors are not that much sharp because we have used it a lot. So I will just straighten it up. And then I have my line for cutting, and then here this one, straighten it up, down and down. Similarly for this side here, but I will just cut this part because this was become a bit messy. Again I would be choosing somewhere in here like that. And then cutting it out. This is the work for the bigger tape over. You can see a Superman or a diamond type of design has come into it. You need this edge over here down. Now the next thing is the mid effect. For the mid effect we will be using our smaller tape. Let me find out the edge. Here I have found the edge of my tape. What I'm going to do is, this tape has to be from this point to this point stuck in the mid. So, and then cut off the axis. and keep the tape ready in place so that we can easily do it. Fine. Stick it in the middle. All the tapes must be thoroughly stuck. You can use the back also and then just stick it well to the thing so that it doesn't, like while fixing the color, make any problems. Now the time is very crucial. You need to be very careful in this. As you can see, one edge over here, this point has been made, and one edge over here. So what I would do for that edge, you have to take your tape. I'll be taking very little area, small by small, okay, and then putting it there and preparing my triangle. As I told you, it's very crucial because sometimes it comes out, so you need to remove it and then stick it more thoroughly. Make sure that you're using a good quality tape. That is your first triangle. Similar triangle needs to be made this side here. Again, cut a small piece of tape and then edge. You can see here. But in my case, my triangle is a little bit big and here small, so I have to, as I told you, be very neat. So I have to remove it again and then stick it properly. Okay, this is perfect for me. After I have made this triangle, one final thing, that is to do here and here also at the same time. So after I put it one here and one here, let me show you how does it look like. After we have added the tapes over here and made our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles, now it is the time to deal with the base. For the base, you need a little bit longer tape where you add from this point to the midpoint. So I'm going to take my this here in the middle and going to add in the midpoint as such. And then we will cut out the axis. Stick it down. Similarly, same method. Let me see if I can use the same tape. Yes. And then this one here and stick it on the edge. By doing this, you get a perfect diamond shape, as you can see in the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the thing is, we just wait and stick it perfectly below it so that there is no any mess. And now you can choose any of your colors to fill in. I'll be using my sponge because it is much easier to fix in the colors. You can do the same method, use different shades on your palette and then do. So let me put some colors and show you how does it look like. Yeah, as you can see, for our second canvas, I have taken the stencil, used Yoo-hoo glue to stick it behind as it will rigidly be attached together at that end. And then the sponge I am using is the small sponge because I have cut them into 4 pieces, as these designs are very small and you can easily fix it into it. Once you have done with the coloring inside, let me show you how both the canvases look like. Now I also cut the sponge for this into 4 pieces as it was more convenient for me to use the color. I am using a mixture of red, dark blue, light blue, purple and dark green. These colors will really, I'm going to mix them together and give an effect to my diamond. So first let me take a little bit of red and put it in my other area, and then take a little bit of blue, light and dark. Join it together and give it an effect near to my diamond. This sponge painting for preparing the diamond wall art is a very unique design and a very beautiful one. So if you feel that later you need some more effect, like for example you need some more red over there, that you can do it later. Similarly, I will do for this side also. Be very slow and generous while doing this because we don't want to push in the tape. Don't mix any water in the beginning because we need these paints to dry completely, otherwise it will be messy. So this is a maroonish type of color being created here. I'll be using now a little bit of purple effect into it to give it in the middle with little bit of blue and red. You can use the same sponge, doesn't matter, as we need more different types of shades in the middle. But make sure you're not going off the tape, as we need only the color. So let me fill in all the colors completely with different design and show you how does it look at a final glance. You can see we have filled in the paint. Now it is the time we are going to remove it once it is dried. But before that, since it is drying, I'm using some glitter to give the diamond shining effect. I'm using silver and golden color in here. So I'm just gonna shake it well. And then these are the normal glitter glue, which is then the excess you can take out in the tissue. And then just give drops of it somewhere. You can also, if you have glitter powder, you can also put that powder and then brush it quickly or blow it on it. Let me show you after putting the glitter glue how do they look like. As you can see, we are using the paintbrush just to spread in the glitter and the glue. You can also use the sponge for the final touch. And lightly just brush it in there. Similarly we will do for the top ones, and I will show you how do they look like. For my midpoint, I am using the golden shade here to give the shining effect on top. And it really looks quite sufficient for me here. But on the blue I feel I need a little bit more. So very soft effect on the sides, very light. As lighter you are going to sponge it, more clearly you will be able to see the golden effect. Because we don't want the lumps of these to be there. Fine. This is the final thing, that is for the diamond. Now we will come forward and do the mandala coloring. So as you can see here, we have filled in the mandala design with the beautiful spongy colors here. I have used a little bit of darker shade of red here while the lighter shade here. Now since I have a ball like structure here for the flowers, I am using my golden glitter glue in between them. As you can see, one sample I have shown here. Let me do the second one for you. Perfectly inside, and then I am just spreading it. Similarly, I am going to spread it in all my circles, and once it's dried, I'll show you how does it look like later. So dear students, as we can see, this area has dried. So I'm going to take out and peel off my tape softly without messing it up, because on the tape there is a chance that the paints are still wet. So softly I'm just going to remove from the sides also, very properly and neatly. And then I don't want to mess up my hands also, as I have just cleansed them and I have come. And then here we go with our beautiful diamond wall art design. Now to give it a little bit more effect and to hide up the lines, what I am going to be doing is I will be using some of the glass paint, which is silver and golden in color, just to outline it and give more diamond effect. Okay, so this is one. So till I do that, I'll show you how does it look like. But then you can see this one, this has dried. We have put the glitter glue in the middle, and so I'm going to just softly pull this one out also. As we can see, we are trying to remove it, and it has given a very beautiful design in the middle. The thing that is regarding the outer area, you can either scrape it out or hide it using some another design. I will show you what is the design you need to do. As I told you, we'll be using our silver color outlining material here, and I'm giving the same thickness and the length for the line and slowly moving so that I have my line in here. The silver has a little bit of shine, which is giving the perfect shape for my diamond in here. You can be a little bit faster, but make sure you're giving equal line. The length, the width should be perfect. Don't overdo it, as that can lead to not a beautiful line. This is how we'll make the line for all. Dear students, as you can see, after giving the outline finish, as you saw, we had stuck little bit of the glue, so glue linings are there, but I tried to hide it by putting in the white paint and then giving an outline of golden to our golden circles in the middle. Similarly here, our diamond, it has the shining effect of glitter. Now it has dried more better, so I can add some more glitter onto it. And then here I have given the outline of silver design. You can do the similar method. This is the way how you can do your beautiful mandala design and the diamond wall art. Thanks for watching the video.